everyone. It is Wednesday. Wednesday. I was about to say self-care Sunday, but it's Wednesday. Wild Wednesday. How are you tonight? Great to have you here. What is going on in your world? What are you grateful for this Wednesday night? Tell me about it. That is what I want to know. What you're grateful for. That is what I want to know. On this day, the 19th of July. What is going on in your world? Hey, Kitty, how are you? Great to have you here live. Great to have you here live. It is great to be here. So much going on. So much going on in the world. Great to be here. Great to see everybody and see what's going on. How are things in Illinois tonight? That is what I want to know. That is what I want to know. I feel like I've got a million things on my desk right now. So many things. Boom. We'll get there. We'll get my desk organized. I am excited to be home. Been on the road. Angie and I were on the road this week, and I am back in my office, which is a nice thing. Yeah, it's kind of hazy here too. I've been out and about, kind of tired, but trying to find my desk here. Trying to find it. Trying to find it. I am broadcasting and I'm both Facebook and YouTube. Any problems with Facebook? Cassandra's got the link there for you in the show comments. But it has been it's hard to believe it's only Wednesday. I guess is the hard part here. It's hard to believe it is only Wednesday because it has felt like a week. and the weird thing is, you do some road trips and you feel like, oh my God, that was so intense, mind, and it was good. This was a good trip. It just wasn't. It was a different kind of intensity. So, but we're really tired. Both Angie and I are like, oh, we're tired. I don't know what that is, but that's where we're at today. What can I say? Let's get started with the Stay Positive book. Stay Positive is where we start tonight. Tonight we are on page 254. Faith and perseverance turn a dead end into a detour to a better outcome than you ever thought possible. Expecting to win without hard work and preparation is arrogance. Expecting to win because you have prepared and worked hard is confidence. There you go. There you go, folks. Confidence. Lots going on in the world. So I thought we'd take a quick update on some of what's going on in the greater retail world because it matters. It matters that we cover this. It matters that we talk about it. Okay, because what happens in the greater retail world? Hey, Kelly, how are you? How are things in Florida? Um, and it matters what's happening out there because there's only so much money for people to spend. Contrary to the big what you think, there's only so much money. Okay, and so if they can spend it someplace else, you have to be aware of that. You have to understand what is happening in the rest of the world. Love the pictures of the signs, Carrie. The new sign, if I haven't said it, love it, love it, love it. So excited about that. It's all coming together. It's all coming together for you. I can see it even without my glasses on. Retail sales were up in June. That is a good thing. 0.4% from May and 3.3% year over year, according to our friends at the National Retail Federation. Um, and that's after being up in May as well. They were up in four categories. June sales were up in four categories on a monthly basis and 6 out of 9 retail categories on a yearly basis. Month over month sales fell 1% in sporting goods stores and were down 1.2% in building supply and garden stores. And grocery stores down a little bit. Um, General merchandise, clothing, and accessory stores were up 0.6% month over month and 1.3% year over year. Furniture and home furnishing stores were up 1.4% month over month, but down 3.6% year over year. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more because I have some more data on that. But overall, what's really good is the American consumer remains strong. They remain resilient. People are earning more. They are spending it. They are still spending. Yes, some people are taking on debt and things, but they are the overall economy and the health of the American consumer, which is what matters. Okay, what people are out there spending is very very good. And that is a good thing. And then you're seeing it in Carrie Perry's store. She was very busy yesterday. I love hearing that. I love hearing that, Carrie. But so while the American consumer remains strong, the news media is got some headwinds. Hey, April, you snuck in there. Great to have you here live. Um, but there's ways to approach that. So Walmart is doing a couple of things here. Um, Walmart is making a big deal of offering last year's prices on school supplies. Last year's prices on school supplies, and um, and that's a big deal. Okay, not that it's a big deal, not because people remember what they paid last year. Okay, school supplies is one of those things that you may not remember what you paid for a notebook last year. Okay? You may not remember what you paid for crayons last year. But Walmart's messaging, okay, that they have held their prices, okay, to last year's prices, says everybody else's prices on school supplies is higher. So by saying we kept our prices at last year's prices, they are saying to you, well, everybody else raised their prices. It is, and even if they didn't, it doesn't matter. Walmart's the only one saying we kept our prices. So think of that from a marketing perspective. And I know that's Angie's lane, and I don't want to step on Angie's lane from the marketing side of it, but it is an important marketing uh, uh, method. Okay, okay, even to let people know that you held your prices. Okay, when you have. Okay, especially in this environment. Or that with resale you can stretch and not only you can stretch your back to school shopping budget with better quality, okay, for less. Okay, another way to say the same thing, better quality for less, stretch your back to school shopping budget. It is another way to do it. And you got to remember, as Angie's talked about, okay, back to school shopping isn't just for kids. It is the adults that are out there shopping that are going to work at schools or returning to the workforce. Lots of women choose this time of year to return to the workforce. So, keep that in mind as you are looking at that and be aware of that. Other thing that Walmart is doing, this was interesting, is they are looking to be more welcoming to people with disabilities. And they have added sensory friendly hours at stores nationwide for back to school. so that everyone feels they belong. And I don't claim to be an expert in this, but I acknowledge, okay, the importance of it. To make back to school shopping more accessible to a broader range of customers, Walmart will offer sensory friendly hours Saturday from 8 to 10, now through the end of August in areas where school starts before Labor Day. In regions where school starts after Labor Day, sensory friendly hours will be held on Saturdays through September 9th. What they will do is stores will, for their sensory friendly hours, this is the approach they're taking. They will lower their overhead lights, turn off radios, replace moving pictures with static ones on television in an effort to create a quieter and less stimulating shopping trip. So lower overhead lighting, radios off, and replace moving pictures. I'm actually curious to see what it's like in Walmart on a Saturday. I mean, I have a hard time going into Walmart. It drives me nuts. Walmart drives me shopping in a Walmart drives me nuts, but that's me. And I'm not a shopper. But I'm curious to see what Walmart feels like, okay, from a store perspective when they are doing it, and to see this in action. And since a lot of this is all controlled remotely, it's not like the local store can say, "I don't like this. I want it my way." That this is all controlled. Most of this is controlled from Bentonville, Arkansas. So they are controlling it all from there, and they are doing it all from there. So it will be interesting to see how they are making it function, and to see what the response is for your customers or from their customers. If you get an opportunity on a Saturday, I actually encourage you to do that. Take a stop by a Walmart, hop in for a little bit, and what does their store feel like, and how are customers reacting? Is it a real change? Is it noticeable? Did they go big enough on this? I know it's a very short period of time, a couple of hours, but did they go big enough? Did they go big enough? And did they take it far enough? So that'll be interesting to see, and you'll have to let me know. You'll have to let me know. Um, but I'm gonna try to get into one on a Saturday and just see, because I am curious on the business and the customer reaction to it, um, and if they're getting the customers that they want with that. Are they coming into the stores with that? So that is something interesting to follow. Um, the other thing I wanted to talk about, I wanted to bring it back to home decor. I wanted to bring it back to home decor. And I do that because so much furniture was bought, especially early in the pandemic. Remember the rush on furniture? People were buying furniture left and right. They were growing. They were doing amazing things with their furniture, and buying up everything. That's why supply chain and resale furniture stores were selling furniture like hotcakes. It was just blowing out the doors at any price. Okay, you were able to raise prices on furniture because it was going out the door at any price. And Crate and Barrel, which is a furniture store, has taken an approach. They've adapted, okay, to be more purposeful. That's their term. Uh, Taking a purposeful turn as home furniture demand drops. Okay, but they still have people coming in, and they sell lots of other things. And this is something I've always said with furniture stores is missing is the small. It's about filling the gap. Okay, so furniture stores can still remain relevant. I mean, keep in mind, you don't buy a new desk every year. You don't buy a new sofa every year. You don't buy a new bedroom set, dining room set every year. You know, so those big ticket items look amazing and are wonderful, but you only sell so many of them. At a, people only buy them every so often. not something you buy all the time. Whereas the smalls, the glasses, this glass happened to come from Crate and Barrel. Actually, it is a Crate and Barrel glass, but I think it's one that came into the store. But we have other ones like that at our house that are from Crate and Barrel. It's about filling in the gaps. So what can we do to fill in the gaps? Okay. I always talk about it as the smalls is what pays the bills in furniture. Okay, and does can do an amazing job paying the bills and covering your overhead, but it's also filling the gaps. It gets people in your store. Okay, and then when they need something else, you're their go-to place. Okay, when they need a couch, when they need a dining room table, you become their go-to place because you filled the gap. And so that is what Crate and Barrel is emphasizing in their stores. They are going back to emphasizing filling the gaps, so that they are filling the needs of their customers, whether that's with accent pillows or dishes or cookware or other things that are just everyday replaceables to fill the gap. So if you have a home decor store, what other gaps can you fill and continue to fill in your store? Because that becomes incredibly important in growing your business and keeping it moving forward. And it's something you should look at, always be looking to fill the gap. Always be looking to fill the gaps in your store and in the needs of your customers, regardless of the type of merchandise. There's always a gap. What gaps do you fill for your customers and be there so that you are the go-to resource? Um, and that is a key, especially in furniture, because furniture sales have dipped from their peak. Only natural, because you're not going to buy a couch every day. You're not going to buy a sofa. You don't. People are getting out and doing things. They're traveling this year. They're doing things, and that's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I love that people are doing that. But with those gaps, okay, comes in the need for other items. So that's that is what is key, and that is what is so important. So keep that in mind. What gaps can you find that you can be filling and put front and center? Okay, so that's front and center, so people just don't see a wall of furniture when they come to your furniture store or your home store. That is key. So the key that you're the whole home. Keep that in mind. You know what else to keep in mind? This video and everything I talk about, this video and everything I talk about goes over to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running the store where you can like, comment, subscribe, and oh yes, ring the bell, ring it. You know when another one drops. You can also share it with all your friends and business. The host is Maker, the candlestick maker. We can help everybody run a better business. I'm here every Sunday and Wednesday at More Eight to This. Sunday and Wednesday at More Eight to This. But if you have a question in between, just email me, Neil, Neil at nextlevelresale.com, Neil at nextlevelresale.com. We start the program every night with Stay Positive. That is where we start. We are really getting thin on this Stay Positive book. Running out of pages here. Faith and perseverance, turn a dead end into a detour. Into a detour to a better outcome than you ever thought possible. Expecting to win without hard work and preparation is arrogance. Expecting to win because you have prepared and worked hard is confidence. If you have talent, the world is waiting for you to share it. Don't let fear stop you. Don't wait for someone to tell you that you are worthy. Stop telling people that you are waiting for someone to discover you. Just start sharing your gifts. And use all the technologies available to create your own audience. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Aiden. Tonight, you like at this party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah. Ooh, I even got my save the date card for Ryland's wedding. I don't know. I guess that means I'm going to be invited. We will party. Yes, you will. I'll be back here on Sunday, but until then, no thank you. And you, but most importantly, you. Yes, you. You're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you on Sunday. It's time for dinner.